Hey guys, welcome back to the Northeast Florida Surf Fishing Forecast for September 11th through the 13th. As you can see, I took this video this afternoon in Jack's Beach. The water is gorgeous. Now the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the water was fairly sandy. The winds are quite strong, so it got it all churned up. But right now the water is gorgeous and it should stay that way. We have pretty much east winds throughout the forecast, so that's the good thing. The bad news is the surf will be picking up, so it looks like probably Friday and early Saturday will be the best times to fish, and it's supposed to come down a little bit by Sunday afternoon, but we'll see. With surf forecast, it can change by the hour depending on what the wind's doing. But besides that, guys, the fish have been biting. Redfish, lots of whiting, a lot of tarpon are around. A lot of people are hooking up on tarpon. Fun stuff. A lot of sharks, good-sized sharks, are cruising the surf right now. Tons of mullet. I got a video after this in here of the mullet. I was walking little over ankle deep, and they were just mullet by the thousands. Also, plenty of sandfleas, guys. So if you want to use mullet or sandfleas, you shouldn't have to buy any. Just bring your cast net and your sandflea rake and you should be able to load up. Let's get to the forecast for September 11th. What a date in our history as America, huh? We got winds east-northeast 12 to 20 with seas, or I should say surf, 2 to 3 foot. Got a low tide at 9:15 in the morning and a high at 3:33 in the afternoon. So with this surf, fish the low tide, guys, if you can, early in the morning. Then on Saturday, the 12th, you got east-northeast at 15 to 20. Seas increasing 3 to 5, or I should say surf again. I'm tired. You can probably tell. Low at 10:13 a.m. in the morning and a high at 4:34 p.m. in the afternoon. Again, even though it's going to be 3 to 4 foot surf, on that low tide, you should still be able to fish it, especially in Jack's Beach and Ponte Vedra where there's nice trough and sloughs through there. You can also choose to fish the inlets, Volano, Fort Clinch, Huguenot, places that have the jetties, so you don't really have to worry about the waves as much. Then Sunday the 13th, east winds 12 to 20, surf 3 to 4 foot. You got a low tide at 11 a.m. in the morning and a high at 5:34 p.m. in the afternoon. Guys, the good thing about the straight east winds is typically there isn't much current. It's an in and out current versus a north to south or south to north. So when you can fish at the low tide, it's not usually a problem to hold. Just pick up some Sputniks from the sinker guy, and you won't have to worry about your weight going anywhere. And in this clean water, there's all kinds of fish biting. Redfish, like I said, redfish, flounder, trout, tarpon, shark, Spanish mackerel, bluefish. If you want to use fish bites, pompano and whiting and black drum are biting those as well as redfish. But my go-to bait right now, guys, is definitely the mullet. They are just plentiful. The fish are zeroed in on the mullet, and they're not hard to catch right now. So that's a good thing. If you do catch them and you have a bucket, I always try to put 2 aerators on my bucket. And I usually put about 20 to 30 mullet. More often than not, just 20, especially when they're thick like this. You put too many in your bucket and they can die quite fast. So give them as much oxygen as you can, guys. These mullet, they suck it up. So do that. If you bring fresh shrimp, the whiting are hitting that as well as the redfish. So plenty of fresh shrimp in the river. Go get you some shrimp. If you don't want to use it right now, freeze it up, because when the whiting and pompano really pick up, they love the river shrimp from Northeast Florida. Those white shrimp, I call them. There would be no need to buy any frozen bait from any store. And here's a little bit of footage from the mullet. Hopefully you can see them. They are just literally in inches of water. And you can tell the fish are zeroed in on them, because most of these mullet, when you look closely, when you're in the water with them, they are all scarred up, have cuts all over them. The fish are just chasing them nonstop. Safest place for these mullet right now is in inches of water. If they go out any deeper, I imagine they don't last long. Earlier in the day, there were all kinds of Spanish chasing them, and you could just see the Spanish jumping out of the water after the mullet. So That's the bait of choice right now. And it will be for the next month. They're just everywhere, guys. The funny thing is they weren't scared. I was walking right through them and they weren't really moving. And there were quite a few people in the surf as well, swimming. And then sandfleas. Tons of sandfleas. This was a school right here. I tried to get a close-up, but it was a little hard to. But the schools that I saw today are massive. Absolutely massive. And they're loaded with medium to large sandfleas. I got quite a few so I can start stocking up for the fall run, freezing them up so when they aren't around I still got them. And this is how you look. I go a little even with the waves as the tide goes out. You can see the school. There's the school right there, all that ruffled sand. Massive schools, nothing but sandfleas, guys. And this was on the other side. I just turn around, you wait for the wave to go out, and the school's right there. Of course the wave came in, but it's not hard to find them right now. All you got to do is go even where the wave stops and look north or south, and as it recedes, you'll see the schools. It really looks like somebody has dug in the sand and just caused all kinds of little markings in it if you have never caught them before. Once you learn how to catch them, it's so easy to spot them. In fact, we might be doing that here shortly, have a meet and greet at the beach so we can show people how to find them that haven't ever looked for them before. And here we go again. Look at the size of that school. Absolutely massive, guys. So they're there. Go get you some. Go catch some fish. And there's no reason not to fish if you can get out there. Just remember to bring your Sputniks, fish the lower tides, and bring your cast net. Plenty of bait. There's 3 schools in a row, guys, and then the 4th one right there. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. We have daily updates on water clarity and what's biting. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page as well, guys. Until next time, tight lines.